lottery ticket, and or I'm gonna go buy 100 lottery tickets, because then I'll have 100 chances to win $1 million. Or I'm gonna go to the casino. I don't play the lottery with my life. And I don't condone anybody that gambles. I don't condone anybody that does anything, because that's their life.
Amen.
And that's their decision. I'm just telling you about my life and what has gotten me through.
Yes.
What keeps me going. What wakes me up every day and gives me the spirit that I have.
Amen.
You know, it's all about making intelligent choices, like the sister said. You know, we're 100% responsible for everything we do. I told you the story, young man, about my son running into the glass door. That wasn't my fault. He was not aware of his surroundings, because the door was wide open when he went in it, but they had pushed it up because it was time to close and they was ready to go home. So he was supposed to go through this part. Well, he ran right into this part, and the door went smack, 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 and he had the nerve to tell me the mine is the first thing to go. Better watch what you preach, you know. It'll come back on you sometime in the worst kind of way. But you know, when we talk about 16, we're all over 16, except for a couple of my young people, and I'm glad they're here, because that's what I do with Diamonds. I try to help our youth to understand what their purpose is in life, because nobody helped me to understand that. That's an age-old question that a lot of us, we're constantly growing and trying to find out what that answer is. And it's not going to be the same for Mother Moore as it is going to be for me, because I couldn't do El Shaddai. See, I can't deal with your bad little children like that. Amen. I tell you, my mama's name was Lenore Driver, so you know I come from a family of drivers. Drivers don't play. Lenore, look at you, and you straighten up. You knew better.
Amen.
It wasn't no raising your voice necessary. Wasn't no hidden necessary. And if she said a curse word, oh Lord, you done really messed up now. Cause now you done did something that was unspeakable to take her to that level. But I ain't telling you that she won't go there, and I'm not telling you that I won't either, because I will, like a sailor. I come from the hood. The reason why I got 5 degrees is because I want you to understand, young men and young women, that there are going to be barriers because you're black. There are going to be barriers because you are a male. There are going to be barriers because you're a female. There are going to be barriers because you're pretty. There are going to be barriers because you're not pretty. I think I heard us talking about people earlier. Don't worry about them. Worry about you. You have no control over anybody except for yourself. So let's go back to 16. Now you know I'm 53, I'll be 54 August 31st. But when I was 16, I left high school and I went to college because my 10th grade counselor was my 12th grade counselor, and he told me I wasn't smart enough to go to the Milwaukee School of Engineering. But all while I was growing up, I used to play with my brothers, army men and soldiers, and they wooden blocks, and we used to have a magazine in Milwaukee called The Parade. And inside the middle of the parade, it would be this beautiful furniture. And I would find Mama cutting scissors, and I would cut the furniture out, and I would take the blocks, and I would build me a house around these furniture. And then my army men and the horses, they would be my people, and they lived in the houses, and I had my playroom in the attic, and I was just a lonely, crazy little child. But that's what I did. That's what I enjoyed. So when I found out that that was what architects did, I knew I wanted to be an architect. Because there's something else that we hear. People say if you do what you love, You'll never work a day in your life. But you know what my coach taught me? He said, if you do what you love, you're going to get burnt out. So do what you like. I like speaking to you all. I feel at home in Promised Land Church. Amen. So we do what we like. We like to get our praise on. Amen. I love music. My son might see me and Kirk Franklin on. And I'm into Lou. I ain't hearing nothing. Mom, can you turn it down? Wait till it go off. I'll turn it down. Okay. Sam Smith got a song. He sings Stay By Me. I done made up my own lyrics and I'm waiting for somebody to do it. Instead of saying, I say, Jesus, stay with me. You're all I need. Amen. See, I can listen to secular music and I can still get my spirit on. Amen. Because the church is in us. We come here to fellowship and give glory. Amen. But we got to stay aware of people. And when you were 16, if you look back on your life right now to when you were 16, and you ask yourself, out of all the people in my class, excluding myself, if I could pick one person, and I knew that I could get 10% of their life income, who would I choose? Who would I choose? Would I choose myself? Even though I just told you can't choose yourself, I would choose myself. Because I've always been on my grind. And I promise you, some nights I've cried till I didn't think I had any tears no more. But that next day, I had to get on that grind again.
That's right, darling.
I had to get on it again. And you might think that I might feel like I've arrived, but we all rock in the same boat. Ain't none of us got to the promised land.
All right.
Okay. Let me add it one more level. So we already talking about when we were 16. Now, we can't turn back the hands of time, but we can take today and start trying to be a better person. You know, trying to form our lives and those of our loved ones and the people around us to be the best that they can be. Whether that's mentally, spiritually, you know, emotionally, all of these, they all work together for the good of one. So you gotta have that well-rounded personality and outlook on life. It's not gonna be easy, remember that. But at the same time, okay, so now we got the question about when we were 16. And if I could pick any one person in my high school class, who would I pick? Because who was on their grind? Who was working? Who was focused on themselves and being the best person they could be? And if that wasn't me then, why can't it be me now? Why can't it be me now? And then let's take it another level. Let's take it another step. We got the awareness. We know we can't turn back the hands of time. But we gotta try to be the best person we could be. So what is all of this saying? What is my purpose in life? See, here's the thing. What do I feel I'm worthy of? See, if I'm walking around with my pants around my neck, or my ankles in this case, I'd like to pull them up around there. That's what I wanted to say. But if I'm walking around like that, I obviously don't have any respect for self.
Amen.
And if I can't have respect for self, I can't have respect for my sister or my brother. You know, these lyrics, like the cartoon, he said television was the most fiendest invention known to man. See, we are killing our children by letting them watch this boob tube. When I came up, we had one TV. It was black and white. And my mama said, well, we could turn it on. And she said, well, we could and could not watch. Guess what? We got TVs in our bedrooms. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Don't think I ain't talking about myself now. I'm just telling you about me. I'm guilty. My daughter told me to take the TV out of her room before she graduated. I didn't have enough sense. She told me to take it out because it was distracting her. I'm like, I don't get it. You don't want a TV? You know? But we got to get it together. We got to get it together. We got to take it to the next level. And the only way we can do that is to look inward. Like Michael Jackson's song, The Man in the Mirror. It's all about us. And these young men